Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 6 of
Jesus.
Saber, the Cenotaph. I'm your host and GM, Austin Ramsey. I'm also the creator of Saber. And this stream, as always, is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse, rotating cast. You can find me on Twitter at NotAnIn, and my pronouns are he, him. I am joined today by Takuma.
Hey, I'm Takuma. My Twitter is at Takuma_Okada_. My pronouns are they, them. I make music and play tabletop games online sometimes. Yeah, and write them occasionally. Yeah.
I'm also joined by Sasha.
Hi, I'm Sasha Renault. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Renault. And my game design stuff you can find at tcabbage. My pronouns are they, them.
Thank you. And Ray?
Hey, I'm Ray. You can find me on the internet on Twitter, not on the internet, on Twitter at Ray the Gay. My pronouns are also they, them. I don't know. I'm tired.
And last and never least, Sean.
Hi everybody, I'm Sean. You can find me on Twitter at hyenaspots, spelled with a Z, and my pronouns are he, him, and I paint pictures and play role-playing games online.
Nice. So, last we left our heroes, let's see. We've got Demon in an interrogation room with his ex, Virgil Bane, ex and rival, Virgil Bane, sitting across from him doing the interrogation. Next door, in another interrogation room, we've got Spade,
Hello.
who has been picked up for accidentally using the local Wi-Fi to send unencrypted emails.
You know, as you do.
Meanwhile, on the same floor, Tower is being aggressively flirted at by a lieutenant of the Society for Wider Understanding, one of their intel officers, after sneaking in undercover as janitorial staff.
I make good life choices.
And Pitchfork. Pitchfork is sitting in the waiting room of the lobby.
Ready to snap.
I'm sorry we've done this to you.
And y'all are here today because you have been hired by Jason Basil of the Raccoons to find a list of recent battle sites, so to give to them so that y'all can make nice with them so that you no longer have a vendetta with the Raccoons.
Get another downtime action.
Yeah. Yep. You also have 2 secondary objectives. The first is to plant a puff piece about the Raccoons in the print queue of the Society for Wider Understanding. And the other one is to just steal general intel, since the Society for Wider Understanding has an intelligence corps. So that's what you're here to do. I'm going to take us over to the play screen, where we can see the clocks that are active. There's the alarm clock, which has no ticks thanks to that email that was sent by diverting attention.
Those are finger guns. I forgot this was an audio video. Sorry.
There's security forces, which is also empty at this time. Virgil Bane is 5 out of 8 ticks filled, as Demon has been wearing him down with truth of all things. For the most part, I believe. And tower is I think that might be all tower. I might be wrong about that. Having filled 4 out of the 6 ticks of the clock to find the list.
Yeah.
So that's almost done. I believe last you heard was that the list is in the, I was going to say clutches, but that's perhaps a little nefarious of a description.
A little dramatic, yeah.
Yes. Is under the control of Lieutenant Enter, who is one of the intel officers on the floor that you are on. Or you could bail on this plan and go to the server room.
I mean, I could, but I've already come up here. I've already endured half of this bad flirting. I might as well just get it over with.
Sunk cost fallacy. No.
All right. As a reminder, y'all are in risky positions.
Yeah, just a bit.
Damn right I am. No.
Gross.
All right.
Yep. And just as a reminder, Demon, you did a gather information roll on Virgil to seek out some sort of advantage to gather with a setup action. And what you learned is that Virgil isn't over you yet. And you could use that to your advantage
I
if
sure
you were so
could.
inclined.
But do you want to? Do you really want to?
We have a mission.
God.
Ah, yes, your cover story
All right. Yeah.
is that you're here to arrange a contract with the Jovangelian Empire to find and retrieve corpses of their dead. Which is not true. That is what you do, but you do not have a contract already lined up via Fort Jovenel and or the Raccoons. And also you're in the Journey City office of the Society for Wider Understanding. So, who wants to lead off on continuing your mission?
Can I actually start?
Absolutely.
It's
Please.
such a good setup for you. Please.
Yeah.
I want to go up to the receptionist and ask if they know when my friends are coming back.
Oh,
Um,
there you go.
the receptionist, he is chewing bubble gum, and he looks at you and he pops a bubble, and then he says, well, both of your friends were led away by security, so it could probably be a while, but if you give me a minute, I'll make a call on your behalf. If you'd like
You
that.
do that for me? Yes, please. Please, thank you.
Yeah, okay. So he gets on the phone, dials a number. Let's see. Phone rings somewhere on the floor. That tower in the big room that Tower's in, where there's all the intel officers.
Okay.
And one of the officers picks it up. Tower, I don't think you can hear what's being said. I honestly, I don't think that this would even necessarily be a noteworthy thing for you to try and eavesdrop. But if you are, like, trying to be all ears on everything, I will let you to try and listen in if you are so inclined.
I don't think so. Like, I feel like Spade. No, not Spade. Sorry. Pitchfork would probably be in a better position to eavesdrop on this than I would be, honestly.
And I got this medal for...
Yeah.
Yep. The lieutenant just continues to talk at you, trying to puff themselves up.
Yeah. This is not going well on either end.
Yeah. So the receptionist is just like, mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, she wants to know oh, okay. Alright. Really? Okay. Bye. And hangs up. And looks back at you, Pitchfork, and says, do you have lodgings in the city?
No, I thought this was just gonna be like a quick trip. This was supposed to be, we come in, we have our appointment, and we finish our business, and we go home. What are you, lodgings?
They like turn back to their computer. Actually, no, I don't think that they even have a computer screen. They just like start gesturing in front of them, and because y'all have AR echoes, you can actually see the screen that they're looking at, which normally you wouldn't be able to. And they're like scrolling through what's like a contact sheet. And so they pinch one out and they turn it around, and now it's like visible to everyone, and they sort of push it across the space between the two of you, and they say, this is the contact information for a nearby hostel. You might want to get a room and try again tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Oh. Oh man.
So bad.
If you want, I could see if we have. I'm sure in my contacts list I've got hotels as well. If a hostel isn't to your liking.
No, that's that. Do you know any good places to eat around here? I could really use that right now.
Yes, I believe there's a pleasant cafe not far from here, and they pull out another piece of contact information and flip it over to you. And yep, it's a address and a call number and message text number for a nearby cafe.
Oh boy.
What's the cafe called?
The cafe, let's see, what's it called? It's called the Bronze Mask.
Fancy.
Damn. But is it fancy or is it fake fancy?
It's a goth cafe.
I mean, it's not a chain, but I think it's got a patio space. This is a fairly nice area of Journey City that this building is located in. There's the wealth of the neighborhoods in Journey City tends to decrease the farther from the tower you get, except for the area immediately around the tower, which is almost entirely warehouses and shipping businesses.
Okay. That makes sense. Type.
All right. So, Pitchfork, are you leaving?
Honestly,
I'm being flirted with. Please don't leave me.
I think she's going to leave with the intention to come back, but I think she really needs a coffee right now.
Okay. Alright, so you go to the Bronze Mask to kill some time and get a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. If you think of something, a more direct action that you wish to take, you let me know.
Yep, I am working on it.
Listen, you're doing the right thing. You gotta take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of other people.
But also, please come take care of us.
Please, God, we're a mess.
We're all gonna die.
Oh no! Oh no!
So what's the Bronze Cafe like, Pitchfork? Or the Bronze Mask, rather.
Bronze Mask has like it's a lot of like cast iron with like bronze detailing, or like cast iron looking tables, you know, and there's obviously a bronze mask somewhere in the cafe.
Yeah.
Where is it?
What
Where-
What if all
where
the
is it?
mugs are shaped like little bronze heads?
Ooh. Oh, that's really bad, but yeah, I think that's true.
Is it still a goth cafe in that case?
I mean,
Goth has changed a lot in the time span between now and the future.
it's more
What if
grotesque.
Listen, it's
Yeah.
a big genre.
Yeah, sure.
They've added an umlaut.
You know,
Where?
Okay.
it's goth with an E, so it's like all random
So
some
yeah,
bullshit. I don't know.
I think she is planning though. I think Keiko is like planning to maybe break in a little bit.
After this
yeah.
coffee, I'll break in and help my friends.
Yeah.
God.
Alright. Tower. The lieutenant speaking to you is asking you a question.
Oh
And
no.
they're asking you what your name is, finally.
Blueberry.
They say, "Oh, that's an interesting name. It's nice to meet you, Blueberry." I'm Xander.
Oh, hi. It's nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you around later, but I currently have to keep cleaning things. I'm sorry.
Yes, of course. If you could empty my waste bin, I believe it's almost full.
I
And
hate this garbage man.
as a reminder, you do have a push cart that is filled with your gear, allowing for your medium load.
Yeah.
And another reminder is that Maria Houston, the DFS TV host,
Oh my god.
is chained to his desk. Or
Yeah.
chained to their desk.
Yeah.
Oh, Maria.
She's met us, right?
Not you. She
Not
had-
me, but us.
Yes, she knows of the Cenotaph and has met Demon and Spade, and in fact saw Spade in the waiting room earlier when
Oh,
she was
Jesus.
being brought in by the security forces.
Oh, jeez. Okay. How do I deal with this? I mean, shit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Empty the wastebasket, clearly.
I mean, yeah.
Is that what you do?
I mean, yeah, I do. And I'm also gonna, like, see if there's a note or something in there.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Or maybe, like, try to slip her a note.
Okay, well, which do you want to do? Are you looking for a note?
I think I'm gonna try to slip her a note. That seems like the thing
And
to do
what's
in this
the
situation.
note say?
Just say, I think it just says, I'm with some people you know. tap the desk 3 times if you want me to get you out of here.
Okay. Give me a finesse roll.
Yeah.
Or something else. I don't pick what
It's
you
gonna
roll.
be finesse. I have 2 in finesse.
Yeah. So this will be risky limited because you have the attention of the lieutenant.
Well, can I say I like? I mean, I think I'm gonna like.
Also, the Society for Wider Understanding is higher tier than y'all.
Yeah.
They
No,
are-
I know that. I'm trying to figure out a way I could work doing this into the action that I'm doing to make it less obvious that I'm doing this. And I'm not sure how that would work out.
You could spill the wastebasket on her.
I mean, I don't want to do that. That seems mean. But I mean, I think what it is that like I probably and I think what it is that some of the trash spills out, and in that sort of bit of trash is this little note. I'm gonna try to like get it under the desk in such a way that she can see it, but this other person can't. This seems like a bad idea.
It's only
just
bad
wanna
if you
help.
roll less than a 6.
I just want to help. Okay. I mean, I've got 5 stress. I don't want to. I can't push on this. Oh God, what am I doing?
You always have a choice.
There are always worse options.
Yeah. I'm seeing if there's anything I can do. No, I'm just gonna roll it. I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
Here we go.
Risky limited?
Risky limited.
I believe in you.
Me.
Oh no.
You
That's a
have
pair.
failed me.
That's a pair of 2s.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God, should I roll to resist this? Can I see what the consequences are?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait. Fuck.
Well, you get to know the consequences before you resist. so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so bad.
So the consequence is going to be, let's see. Okay, that's what it is. The alarm clock is going to get 2 ticks. Because you draw, like, you spill the waste basket onto Maria Houston, which gets the lieutenant's attention and also Maria's, and she sees the note that you put in there. The lieutenant does not, as far as you can tell, but then Maria, not so subtly, starts tapping the desk,
Oh fuck me. Okay.
just like more than once. And the lieutenant is looking confusedly between the two of them, between the two of you.
You're an actor. Subtlety.
Not an actor,
Subtlety and art.
not
I don't
an
know, you're a
actor,
new
TV host.
Oh fuck. That's like the least subtle you could be. Shit.
Yes. What does inflation mean to you, Tower?
I hate this sentence.
This means so much.
I don't need this. I watched that Waypoint stream and I don't need this.
All right. So, we're gonna cut over to Spade.
Oh,
great.
no.
Speaking of things that are going super well,
Yeah. Spade, You are sitting in a room that has a desk, 2 chairs, and the overhead light. That's it. Across from you sits an intel officer of the Society for Wider Understanding. And she's looking at you and looking, or I don't think she's looking. Her hand is just sort of like idly spinning your smartphone on the table. And then like I think the like camera cuts from like the tapping of Maria Houston on the desk to her idly tapping on your smartphone that's on the table. And she says, Coriander Bellevue.
Spade is fine.
You claim to be here for a contract from Fort Jovenel and the Wolf Pack to gather the dead on their behalf and deliver to them.
Correct?
And yet, the organization you belong to is a known operative of the Church of the Celestial Myriad.
Also correct?
Why are you really here?
To be crass, because the Myriad does not pay very much.
I see.
Don't get it twisted. We are here for the work that we are proposing, and that we have the contract for.
Yes, your documents do appear to be in order. But you must understand that non-Jovengelians... Actually, that begs a question out of character.
Uh-huh.
So, Spade is the only off-worlder of the Cenotaph.
Uh-huh.
Are you from the Celestial Myriad? Like, are you a Celestial Myriad citizen, or are you a citizen of one of the other factions?
Oh no, that's a very good question. I don't have any kind of answer to. If Ko is from a particular, it's probably not the Church of the Celestial Myriad. I don't think Ko would go to work for the same group that drove Ko's like home into as like a kinetic weapon.
Fair.
So for the sake of the drama of it all, yeah, Ko's Jovengelian.
Interesting. All right. So then she's taking a different tack. She was going to press you on screening of non-Jovengelian citizens, but since you probably still have your citizenship, probably, she says, a Jovengelian citizen that goes to work for the faithful and their cronies is concerning.
There's a lot of Jovengelians. Not everyone stays at home.
Yes, there are a number of the Celestial Myriad who live within Jovengelian territory, as there are many who worship. But why have you... There's a difference between leaving forever and returning to seek work after having divested yourself of our society?
Well, sometimes you leave home and you find your dream job and you get lucky, and other times, well, you come back to the mines.
I see. And the Empire is a mine to you?
A reliable source of hard work, absolutely.
Hmm. What's the name of the orbital station that Spade is from?
That's also a question I was hoping you were going to ask. Is there a convention for it? Because I know that, like, Gundam has, like, Side 6, Side 7, that kind of stuff.
Knowing the Jovangelian Empire, they're probably named after generals, regents, and emperors, empresses, etc. The higher ups, governors.
Right. And remind me the sort of naming convention of people's, like, Jovangelian names. Does that have, like, a touchstone?
No, they do not. There is no touchstone.
Okay. How about Diomedes Station?
Diomedes Station. That's good. I'm gonna put that in my notes. According to your dossier, you originate from Diomedes Station.
Diomedes Station? Diomedes Station. Whatever, doesn't matter.
It was a great honor, I'm sure, to be from a station that gave so much of itself to the Empire and its causes.
Sure.
You seem dissatisfied.
Dissatisfied with the Jovangelian Empire? Never.
I'm not sure if you have the suitable patriotic nature for an employee of the Empire.
I'm not trying to get a full-time job here, just a contract, which I've already got. So I'm not worried about it. If you're worried about me fitting in with the company culture, trust me, I won't be in the office very much.
I see. I'm more concerned about what information you might pass on to your celestial myriad employers.
And what exactly of that information are you worried about?
All of it.
Are you asking about our what's the word for when you don't tell people things? Discretion. Our discretion policies? Because I assure you they are airtight.
I think you're going to need a role of some kind to
Great.
Dissuade this intel officer from continuing to press you.
Well, my greatest powers are info dumping or just flipping the table, so I'm gonna go with info dumping. I think it's a treatise on, because I have a captive audience more or less, on the processing and encryption of data from remains and from AI proxies and whatnot. So I'm rolling engineer to do that.
So now, what is the purpose of this engineer role?
To I mean, either sound like I know what I'm doing, in a like, if this were a terrible TV procedural, it would be the part where someone else interrupts and goes, "English, please," and the alternative, assuming that that the officer follows what I'm saying, that I do actually sound like I know what I'm doing, that I've strung together a coherent, if arcane sequence of words that make sense in order.
I'm wondering if this is maybe actually a setup role
That'd be fun.
for because your goal here is to, you want to get her to basically leave you the hell alone, right? That's what
Would be
you're trying
nice.
to do.
Uh-huh.
So I think this blathering is going to be sounds more like a setup role to basically you're trying to make her lose interest.
What's the opposite of a social role?
Actually, you know what? Engineer might actually work for this. Now that I think about it, because you're not like
Hey.
you're not. You are kind of trying to convince her, so I think. I mean, this will be limited. This will have limited effect. This will be risky limited, but I think you can roll engineer to just techno babble her. But as a reminder, just something I wanted to bring up while we have the moment. If I recall correctly, you said you were taking emoji.
Correct. Yes.
For your level up that you got last session, which lets you talk to apps and proxies and AIs. I think it allows AIs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have AR echoes. So, just wanted to point out that combination that you can, in fact, like, if you are so inclined, you can engage her proxy with conversation.
God, that'd be very funny. I love the image of her starting to respond in Spade going, "I wasn't talking to you," but I don't know if that's dependent on actually succeeding this role or not.
I
So
mean, it's a power move either way.
it is kind of.
I mean, you could say it.
Yeah.
And of course there are other there will be other apps and proxies in the area that you can spot with AR echoes that you could potentially interact with. Just as an example, there's probably an app that's managing the lighting system for the building.
Oh boy. This is a much more exciting perk than I anticipated.
So I wanted to point out some of the benefits of that particular combo.
Cool beans.
You can proactively find the apps with AR echoes. So yes, are you still going to blather at her?
Oh, 100%. What is her AR or app? Like, what is that, or what is it up to?
Her proxy, the avatar is. I think it's just her. It's just it's her in the uniform she's wearing. So it's not quite the default avatar, but it's pretty close to. And it is standing behind her, and you can tell that it is recording this conversation.
Oh, I love it. I love it to be recorded. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything that would help upgrade stuff that I actually want to volunteer. No. So this will just be limited. I'm okay with that, I think.
Risky limited.
Alright. Well, 6.
Hopefully this goes better than mine.
That's a
There's a
6.
Ooh, hell yeah.
All right. So you're talking for a while, and she's keeping that very stern demeanor that she's had, and you can see bit by bit the frown that she has goes from peaceful and in power to growing upsetness and disdain. And then finally she puts up her hand. She says, "Enough. I've heard enough. You aren't prime Jovangelian material, but you'll do for handling the dead."
God, you sound like my mom.
And she gets up and makes an AR gesture, and you can see through the echoes the proxy stops recording. And then she goes to the door, opens it, and says, "It's time for you to leave."
That sounds about right to me.
Well, that's one out.
Hey!
And so it's 2 security forces members. They come and get you, and they take you back to the waiting room.
Guess who's not there?
Of course, if you want to do anything along the way.
Uh,
Help me.
is there a way I can help? I don't have any idea. Oh, yes I do.
It's probably an app that handles the elevator and the communications for the building. Separate
Yes,
apps, that is.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so are they just what do these look like? Is it like a switchboard kind of thing, or like a bunch of like ghosty? God, I love motorcycles. Like a bunch of ghosty like figures that meander around and do things, or
So apps, for the most part, are non-personified unless they regularly interact with people directly, such as advertising apps. So the apps that control the lights, honestly, it's just like an AR light switch that is present at every light source. The phone app is not
did
like...
I get my phone back? Just out
Pardon?
of curiosity, did I get my phone back?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, go on.
Yes, they did give it back. Yeah, the phone app is just an AR overlay of a phone over top of each of the phones. And the elevator one, you can see all of the different elevators and what floor they're on. And
Oh, that's cool.
presumably can call them to specific floors with the right clearances.
Of course. See, this is dangerous because while I have all these extremely fun insights, I have absolutely no interface. So, and 2 stress remaining on my stress track.
Actually, that's really funny that you took emoji, which is about interacting with apps and proxies, and you don't have consult, you don't have sway. Do you have command?
No, absolutely not.
And
Oh
you
my
also
God.
don't have interface.
I have absolutely nothing in resolve.
You have
Amazing.
none of the actions required or useful for interacting with the proxies and apps through emoji.
But I have potency on it, so if it works real well, or it goes like a house on fire. So that's good.
Yeah.
So a thing I could do, I probably spot Tower and Maria having a time. I could try and ring that phone and then put it immediately on hold.
Oh.
Yeah, you could absolutely manage that. So how are you going to do that with the app?
Oh, it's a fine question. I think it's like, I mean, it's a phone thing, right? So, my immediate instinct is sort of like a switchboard operator kind of thing, where I'm just like dialing 0 and then asking the operator to connect that phone to this other place.
So are you doing this through your smartphone then?
Yeah, just like texting probably.
So you text the phone app and have it call and then put on hold the lieutenant.
Yes,
God.
I think
Okay.
so. Okay, I don't know how to get more dice here. Tower, if you want to help a bit, that would be good, because then now I would have a die and not be rolling at disadvantage.
I mean, yeah, is there also a devil's bargain you can take? Because I'll take the stress.
Is there a devil's bargain I can take?
A devil's bargain. The security after you send this message, the security guards take your smartphone.
No, not my phone.
Aw.
How am I supposed to look at cat pictures?
Level 4 harm. No more cat pictures.
Well, I guess I technically still have a Palm computer, which is different from my smartphone. So that's good. I'm just hoisting this thing around. Yes.
You'll
I'll take it.
Okay, and I'm giving you another die.
And how are you assisting Tower?
I mean, I think I start talking to the person again. I think I start like making bad small talk.
With the lieutenant?
Yeah, sorry, what are their pronouns?
They, them.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just start like badly flirting back in an effort to sort of divide their attention.
Do they give you their number?
Hmm.
No, they have not given you their number.
Could you maybe ask for it?
Yeah, I could ask for it.
You could ask for it.
Hey, I get off shift in a little bit. I know this good cafe, the Bronze something, near here.
Oh, the Bronze Mask. Yes, it's a
Yeah.
very pleasant locale.
Yeah, maybe if I could ask for your number and I'll shoot you a text and we can meet up after work sometime and
That would be
get space coffee.
That'd be very enjoyable. I'm friends with the owner of the Bronze Mask.
Oh, good.
So
Mm.
they start writing out their number for you.
Okay.
So what's your connection clock at with Spade?
Just one.
It's just one? Okay, so just the extra die and the one stress then.
Yeah.
Alright, so you managed to get 2 dice.
Woo!
Woohoo!
So risky standard. Thanks
Cool.
to emoji.
Please be good. Well, that's a 4.
That's a
Something?
4.
It's not
It's
the
not.
worst.
It's not double twos.
Oh, it could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what it is. The consequence. Oh wait, this is.
That's a bad
Yeah,
noise for
this
my
is
GM to be
this is
making.
risky. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Mhm.
So the consequence is that the building's local ICP, the Intrusion Countermeasures Program, it spots an unauthorized and rather curious interaction with the building's communication system. And it increases the alarm clock by 2,
Oh no!
completing the alarm.
That's too many. That's more than
That's
that.
too many ticks.
Can I resist that, please?
You can absolutely resist that. How do you
Cool.
want to resist it?
Good. Cool question. By making that not happen. Okay. I could. I'm trying to think of how I would use emoji to help that, because like I can interact with AR and AI and whatnot. But I feel like drawing more attention to myself is not the solution here. So
You could defend with 0 dice on resolve. Is that really what you want to do?
well, I don't like it is the thing. I very much don't. Yeah.
This could potentially be an insight resist.
But that would be nice. I have at least stats in that. Yeah. You're still waiting for an actual action. Fuck.
I mean, it could just be that you are more careful than just directly asking the phone to make a call. It could be that you you're about to do that, and then you think, oh, I should route this through an anonymizer of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't I have stuff for that? I have no, that's my ship. That's not gonna help. But I also have ICP, so it could just be like a wait. If you're here and I'm here, then who is phone? Situation. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I have those on my phone, and it I think it's like a little clippy pop-up that's like, hey, are you sure you want to do this and alert the entire building? And I'm like, oh, no, I don't. Thank you.
Thank you, Clippy.
Thank you, Clippy.
You know, someone's proxy is just Clippy.
Oh,
No.
100%.
What if Scratch just comes to us and he's just Clippy now?
No.
Oh no! Oh no!
They're just wearing Clippy skin. That's even worse. Hang on, I'm just gonna roll this and then we can stop talking about it.
Oh no!
So I'm rolling 2d6 because I'm using engineer because that's my stat in that.
I just hate the word.
That's not how insight works.
There.
So
Okay.
you have a number of dice in insight equal to the number of actions that you have points in that attribute.
All right, well, ignore this then because I did it wrong. Oh, I got a 6 though. Imagine.
Well, if it is 2 dice, we'll take that. But
No, I only have stats and engineer, so that'll be 1 day.
you don't have any other insights?
Listen.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at your character sheet. You've got only 1 insight action, only 1 prowess action, no resolve actions.
Listen, don't shame me on stream.
How does Spade function without a vehicle?
Poorly.
Can Co brush Co's teeth all right?
I mean, Ku wears a mask, so who knows?
No.
Okay, so give me that 1d6 insight roll.
Look, Ko has 2 and manipulate their mech, or Ko's mech brushes Ko's teeth for them.
Yes.
God.
That's a 3.
That's
Oh,
a 3.
honey.
So,
So
take 3 stress.
that's a trauma, baby.
Oh no.
We knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was gonna
I
happen.
could have rolled good. Is the thing. I could have rolled real good, and then
You
there were
didn't.
So since we established that the security were already going to take your phone because of the devil's bargain, I think the way that you're removed from the scene is that they see you messing about on your phone, and Ronan says, "Give me that," and like grabs it. And I think just instinctually you hold onto the phone and don't just release it immediately. And they're like, "Resisting, huh? Come with us."
Christ.
And so they drag you off somewhere. And I'm not going to inflict... Oh! Moment, though.
great.
When you max out your stress, you can choose to take a dire action if you are so inclined.
You explained this last time, and I understood it when I heard it, and then I stopped understanding it. Could you say it again, please?
Yes. So when you max out your stress, you can either leave the scene and take your trauma and come back at some point later, which is what would happen normally, or you can choose to take a dire action, which lets you take one last action where you ignore any harm or damage you may have. You can't spend any stress because your stress is maxed out. But if you roll less than a 6, you then are removed from the scene as normal and take a level 3 harm. Because the idea is that you do something dire, you do something dramatic, and that puts you in danger. That's also in addition to whatever consequences you suffer. Or, if you get a 6, you can keep taking actions until you no longer get a 6. If you get a crit, you heal 1 stress and don't gain that trauma.
Oh, fancy.
We've been rolling very badly tonight, though.
Imagine, though.
Oh, but what if it... Oh, no.
I honestly don't even know what my dire action here would be, except, I don't know, to hit the
Punch.
very, very hard,
Oh.
which does not seem particularly wise.
Need some follow-up on that one.
Yeah. It's not a great first day on the job, as it were. So I don't know. Unless there's something clear that I can do here to help the team. I feel like the answer to that is leave.
That's fair.
Unless, like Tower, you have a thing that would be helpful, other than distracting the good
I'm
lieutenant.
just trying to badly flirt.
Well, they're on the phone now, because I rolled before, and it worked, so...
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my trauma and go home.
Okay, so you aren't removed from the mission entirely, you're just removed from the scene. I'll let you know when you can come back in.
Alright,
Just
And also,
go join Pitchfork for coffee.
yeah.
if you feel it's been a reasonable amount of time, feel free to ask me, just in case I get distracted with everyone else.
Alright.
Yeah, so think about which trauma you're going to take.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. So, Demon. Alright, well, before we get to you, Tower, the phone rings. The lieutenant picks it up and says into the phone, "Lieutenant, enter." And then looks at the phone, realizes that they're on hold, and then sighs. And just sort of like gestures with their hand at the phone, like, "Can you believe this bullshit?" But then like continues to wait on the phone.
Okay. I don't even know what to do.
Well, you now know that their Lieutenant Enter.
Yeah, I guess that's helpful.
Well, Lieutenant Enter is the one who has the list.
Oh, that is helpful.
So
Sorry.
demon,
What do we
demon.
do now?
Is the security guard still in the room with us?
No. The
Okay.
intel officer who came in left because
Good.
you resisted that consequence.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Good.
So it's just you and Virgil once again.
You remember all that shit we used to get up to in the Bronze Mask?
You mean that shit you got up to? I was just trying to have a nice evening out with my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a stuffy place, you know.
Yeah.
You doing okay here?
Yes, I'm doing very well. I got
Mm.
promoted. Ironically, thanks to you.
You know, those nights in the RV were pretty good.
They I think he like tries to keep composed and blushes.
Okay.
And then like does a quick AR gesture, and with your AR echoes you can see that he like wipes you saying that from the video that his proxy is taking.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh. Nice. What do I
And he
want?
says, please try to stay focused on why we're here.
Why are we here, Virgil? You could have had any of the other intel officers give me the rundown.
I guess I was hoping for some closure. You disappeared, taking a whole bunch of stuff that didn't belong to you with you. And then he shakes his head and he wipes him saying that, and then he pauses the proxy's recording.
Oh, damn.
Jesus Christ. This is good culture.
Oh, no. uh,
Why?
I had a mission.
You had a mission. I see. So it was a matter of job before.
Look, when we were... I wasn't in the best place when we were seeing each other.
And you're in a better place now?
I'm working for a bit of a better cause.
I suppose moving corpses is honest work.
We, look, I can't change what happened, but we're out there giving other people closure.
Then maybe you can give me some. When I asked why, I wasn't clear. I meant, why didn't you say goodbye? You know what? You know how I found out that you were gone? It was from the security footage of the break-in. That's how I knew you were gone. Because I saw your friends on the footage who are safely put away, those criminals, by the way.
Yeah.
And you just didn't come home after I saw that footage.
I was scared.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look, like I said, I can't change what happened. And it'd be nice to say that we could patch it up, but I know what happened. Let's get through this, and I'll be out of your hair.
Alright, what do you want to roll?
I want to roll sway. And
I think this counts as taking advantage of him not being over you.
yeah.
So that'll be standard effect. You're still in a risky position.
Sure. I want to use a fine gift. If I do that, can I make it great?
Did you already use a fine gift this mission?
Did I already do that? I don't have it marked.
that was giving to Jason Basil, but that was you got to redeclare your load after that little meet and greet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So yeah, you can have a fine gift. What is it?
Gosh. Bottle of liquor, necklace, or trinket. I'm trying to think of something he might have liked.
Oh no, may I make a suggestion?
Yes, you may.
What if it's something of his that he gave to you?
Oh no.
It's his box set of Firefly.
Oh gosh.
How dare you?
Yeah, I think he gave me like
I have a worse suggestion if you would like it.
oh gosh, what?
A ring.
No.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Is it just the ring itself? Or is it in a little box that flips up?
I hate this family.
I don't. Well, I mean, like, what? I'm not proposing to him at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, but is it like, this is the one I bought from back in the day kind of implication?
Or is it returning it?
Yeah, I think I'm returning.
Oh, that hurts.
I think I'm returning it. Yeah.
So he gave it to you?
Yeah.
Is it like an engagement ring, or is it just, or like, was it just a like a birthday present? Or
So my first thought was it was like a bracelet or something that he had given me. So I think I'm gonna go with that because I don't know. Like, yeah, we were involved for like 9 months, I think.
Some people live like that, and it's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think it was a bracelet, and I think we were like out and about in town, and it was I think it was like this lapis lazuli, bracelet that was at a store. I mean, it wasn't like something super unique, but it was because that's the fine gifts kind of stipulation. But it was nice.
It was like something that like was mentioned on like your second date and sort of became like an in joke almost.
Yeah. It was so yeah. I think I take it out. I reach into my jacket and I slide it out on the table.
Okay, so this will be risky great.
Okay. Yeah, we're swaying here. Do we have a devil's bargain?
Ooh, devil's bargain.
Or is anyone in a position to help me? I could use another die.
I can
But-
see you.
Devil's
That's
bargain.
about it.
You feel. Wait, do you already have ashamed?
No, I think I resisted that.
Okay. Okay, take level 1 harm lonely.
Yeah, I think at this point
Damn.
that's not going to affect my roll right now, is it?
No, it takes effect
Okay.
after the roll.
All right. I will take a die from that. I'm going to roll 2d6, risky great sway.
It's a 4.
It's enough.
Alright.
I saw the 6 and got excited. I was wrong.
Yeah, oh, sorry. So, yeah. The key
That
pies.
fills up the Virgil Bane clock. So, mark 1 XP, Demon, for aiding in defeating your rival.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Not defeating?
Oh,
Phrasing.
no.
That's the way to put that.
Jesus.
Overcoming, is that better?
Yeah, I will mark an XP. Yeah.
Yes.
It sounded like he had to take like a short day. Packing up his stuff and going home.
Okay.
God. A risky consequence. He reaches out and he puts his hand on the box, and he clearly knows what it is, and just for the briefest of moments your fingertips touch, and he slides the box back across the table towards himself, and he closes his eyes for a couple seconds, and then he puts the box in his pocket and he opens his eyes again. He lets out a long sigh. All right, Mr. Gray. I believe all of your papers are in order. I believe that we can move forward with this contract. And we'll put it through the bureaucracy and make sure that the work is directed to your group. He stands up.
Yeah, I'll stand up as well.
And
And
he holds out his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we.
You shake hands.
Yeah, and I think as we do, I look away.
And he says, he goes to the door, opens it, and says, "Have a nice day, Mr. Gray."
And you as well, Mr. Payne.
And so security comes and directs you back to the waiting room where no one is.
I have a question. Before we part. So like, am I getting the list at this point, or is that like, what's happening as a result of this?
Oh,
am
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
you
in the
can-
clear? Because if we're still looking for the list, I essentially want to like, this is terrible. But I want to like give him the puff piece to like put in somehow, and just be like,
Why?
in the interest of like, I don't know, because it's for the, they work for the Jovangelian Empire. The raccoons do.
Yeah, but they suck.
Yeah, they kind of do.
A lot. Especially the one that we're working for is the thing.
God, I want to punch him in the face so bad.
So bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. All right, fine. I will.
Yes,
I'll leave it.
the list will be sent to the Cenotaph once the paperwork goes through.
Okay.
Virgil's no longer impeding it.
Okay.
The find the list clock was more about using plan B to acquire the list, since the original plan was just to go in, pose as having a contract, and getting the list of locations through that.
I gotcha. All right. Well, in that case, I will not use this opportunity to plant a terrible puff piece.
Of course, there's still the other intel if you want to attempt to get your hands on that. Tower, you could, if you were so inclined.
I feel like I should.
Yeah, I
But
will.
also-
As I walk out, I will nod to Tower, just in like one of those, like, our eyes meet, and I'll just, nod, and that's the signal that like things are good, I guess.
Okay.
So the consequence is,
Oh yeah, there's a consequence.
yes, there's a consequence. The consequence is that you lose 2 trust with the Jovangelian Empire because Virgil puts your name on a watch list.
Fucking asshole.
No, he's not wrong.
He's not, but I'm bitter.
I've already took out the 2 trust. No one needs to make the change to the sheet.
We have
So,
3
yeah.
whole trusts left. That's so exciting.
Yeah. Y'all have an interesting relationship with the Jovangelians, to put it
I'd like.
mildly.
Oh, how much trust do we have left?
3, and you have a -1 relationship currently.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't want to resist that. I was thinking about it.
All right. So you're led back to the waiting room, unless there's something you want to do on the way.
Please help me. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do in this situation.
You do have the opportunity to talk with Tower at this point, since you're no longer under such close scrutiny. It's much easier to just talk with them via the throat mic.
Yeah, true. I think I will take that opportunity then, to tell them the list is in process. See if you can get the intel, but otherwise get out.
Okay. I think I pretend I'm nodding to something that person flirting with me is saying, but like I make it sort of clear that I'm directing that towards. What the fuck do I do? Shit! I have no idea how to get out of this situation.
Also,
let's see.
Maria Houston is still looking at
Yeah,
you very
exactly.
expectantly.
Exactly, like I want to get her out of this, but I don't know how. Do you think if I pulled a fire alarm, they would all run out of the building and I could come and get her?
No.
No?
I'm not the GM, but that
You
doesn't.
could-
No.
You could slip her a lockpick.
You could.
I could, but she's also a TV host. I don't know how good at picking locks she would be.
People have lots of talents.
Fair? Maybe she learned it to impress a cute girl. I don't know.
You could slip her an auto lockpick.
I could. That's probably a thing.
So, let's see.
Mhm.
Since if she was rolling something, she'd be rolling her tier. And if it was outside of her wheelhouse, it would. Oh, hold on. Let me think about this. Yes, if it was outside of her wheelhouse, it would be at her tier -1. And she is 3rd public connections core, which is tier 2. So she'd be rolling 1 die to pick that lock.
Mm. I don't know how to get out of this.
What's the next step from there?
That's also a very good question, Sasha.
Yeah. I have no idea how to get out of this. I mean,
Maybe the fire alarm's not such a bad idea.
yeah. It's either that or would I be able to have a second could I mark a load to get a long range transmitter? And I want to like. No, that's a bad idea. Fuck. I have
Yes.
no idea what to do here.
Also, long-range transmitters are not small objects since they are low.
No, I know exactly. See, I was thinking I could like stick one of those throat mics on like the back of her shirt or something as I lean over to talk to the
You could do
other
that.
but like even just as a way of maintaining communication, so if we can't get her out now, we can get her out later. But I also don't know how committed to her I am.
Is there any way that Pitchfork could help?
Yeah, I don't know. Pitchfork can blow stuff up. I really have no idea how to get out of this, y'all. I'm
I mean, if you did just want to leave, you could just leave fairly easily.
but I hate that. That's the worst thing.
Yeah, you've
And also I
basically...
still want that list.
Yep, you sort of got 3 secondary objectives you could still tend to. Maria, the intel, and the puff piece.
Could I maybe Ooh.
Give the puff piece to Maria.
I don't sorry, what do you mean by the puff piece?
It's a news article
Oh
that
Jesus.
is just like, the raccoons are great, especially Jason Basil.
Oh my
And
god.
it's the kind it's like so it was basically written by Jason Basil or someone close to him, and it is such poor writing. They would not
It would
permit
never
it-
pass editing.
Yeah, exactly. You need to slip it into the print queue post the editing step.
Oh god. See, what I'm thinking is I try to get this person's like name called down at the front desk on the intercom.
You
In
have
some way?
Yeah, that could be done. You have AR echoes, so you
I
can
think I
see the communication system, and you could try and hack it.
I can't do that though.
Why?
Listen.
Because you have zero interface?
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't let that stop you.
I
devil's
could try to do
bargains.
finesse, but
You could spend 2 stress and have it die to hack it.
that would put me one away from getting a trauma, and I don't want to do that.
No, more XP. Trauma. Trauma.
Oh, this is such a bad idea. And what if I fail it anyway?
Trauma. Trauma.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna interface with it, and I think I'm gonna like try to get an automated message that just sort of inserts their name into a blank. Please report to the downstairs front desk or some bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Can any of you help?
So how are you doing this?
I mean, I think I'm just like trying to. I mean, I think I can mark off a smartphone and just have it be like, I've got this up, and I'm like, I've hacked into the intercom. I can't do hacking. I don't know how I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
no, that's just as long as you have a piece of gear that would reasonably give you the means to do that. You can certainly try and hack into this propaganda company building's PA system with your smartphone.
I could use a Palm computer with useful apps,
Yep, that too.
or
That would work. That's another means.
I can't help you without taking trauma, unfortunately.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a computer.
Okay.
And is there a devil's bargain I can take?
Devil's bargain you can take. The lieutenant remembers your name after all is said and done.
I gave them a fake name.
You said Blueberry.
Yeah, my name's Blackberry.
Then let me rephrase that. The lieutenant makes a connection.
Oh fuck.
I mean,
Fuck.
I've got stress to
Okay.
burn. I could help, but I have no idea how.
Are you better at hacking than me?
No, I have 0 in that.
Fuck. Could you give me moral support?
Yes, I can try.
That's the only way I can-
Could I make a suggestion for how you might be able to assist?
Yes, please.
So, what if on your Palm computer you're looking up how to do this hack and then talking
Oh my god.
tower through it?
Oh
over
my
the voice
god.
line, over
You're
the
on
throat.
WikiHow.
Oh my god.
You're just
I love
scrolling.
it.
God, that's so good.
Hackerman in the goth cafe.
Oh, and you can give me 2 effects because we've got 2
It
bonds
does-
right now.
I don't.
I don't. Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
only
it
goes
does.
one way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it goes one way.
Fuck. Okay. Can I have an extra die? I just
Yeah.
want this to go well.
Yep, I'm taking that stress and trying to. I don't understand these words that I'm saying to you. I'm just reading them off the page. Like,
I probably don't understand them either.
oh
But
no.
you know what? We're gonna do our best. And see how this goes.
Index.dll.dill?
Dill?
Something about pickles?
This is like one 70-year-old person trying to tell another 70-year-old person over the phone how to set up their printer drivers.
Yeah.
God. Don't do this to me.
We are
I'll
the
have
best.
you know I'm 65.
You're so good.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've got 2 dice, one from assist and one. Oh, did you take the devil's bargain?
Yeah, so that's 3.
Okay, that's another trust lost with the Jovangelian Empire.
Christ.
Whattever.
Just
What will
one.
one more
just
trust
one.
do?
We're so good at having a job.
Oh, what am I, like, how is this being, like, what's
Uh,
the risky standard, blah, blah, blah.
Let's see. This will be risky limited.
Hey, should I change that to better, better outcome, like a better, higher effect? Like, could I request better effect, or is it better to just get the 3d6?
Wait, 3d6?
Yeah, because I'm pushing myself, taking the
Oh.
devil's bargain, and then getting help.
I didn't realize you were also pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Probably at higher. Well, I mean, considering we're at a disadvantage with the juvenile anyway, probably increased effect would be more helpful.
And that's
Because if you get a
risky.
6 on a limited, it's like, oh, well, good for you, kind of a thing. So
Yeah, okay, so I'm changing it to a risky standard. I'm about to roll. That's a 6.
There it is.
nice.
Nicely done. All right. So, risky standard. That completes your find the list clock. And the Lieutenant Enter is on the phone, sort of blabbing at you while they're on hold.
Yeah.
Over the PA comes an automated feminine voice saying, Lieutenant Xander Enter, please come to the lobby reception for a meeting. Lieutenant Xander Enter, please come to the lobby reception for a meeting. And the lieutenant looks up at the PA speaker and looks at the phone that they're on, the receiver, and then back up at the PA, shakes their head, hangs up, and says, "Duty calls, if you'll excuse
Go on.
me." And they go over and they get in the elevator,
Okay.
and Maria's still chained to the desk.
Yeah, no, but now I can, like, do something to get her out of here. And also get the...
To be clear...
No, I know there are other people.
Yeah, okay.
But I can, like, slip her something more easily.
Yes, I think you're also in a controlled position now.
Okay.
Because no one's paying attention to you, you're disguised as janitorial people.
And I think I'm just sort of, like, puttering around, sweeping and things. And I want to try to, is there something that I can... Could I use the computer I've got to sort of plug into the back of their computer and just, like, download all of their files?
You can absolutely attempt that. That would definitely require a roll.
Okay, what kind of roll?
That's up to you to decide.
I mean, could I argue for finesse?
Yeah, I think that's fair, making sure that no one else around
Yeah,
notices
just, like,
you.
being very, very careful about it, disguising motions within... Okay, so that's 2d6.
And this will be controlled limited.
I would like to assist.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you going to take a trauma if you do that?
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
can.
have 2 with me.
I have tactical genius. I can.
Oh.
I can now use now that we're doing something of importance. Yeah. So, how did we prepare for this? I think I basically just I probably consulted with someone to get about like Evangelion security systems so that they would have something better on their app, like for hacking into it.
Like maybe something that increases the download speed?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Can I ask for increased effect?
Yes. So yeah, I get to help you because I have 2. So increased effect, and I guess another die because increased position is not going to do you much right now. Super controlled.
Yep. Okay. So that's 3d6 controlled standard. That's a 6.
Hey,
Bam.
yeah.
Oh, damn, yeah.
All right. So yeah, your
Competence!
your phone
Finally.
dings. Your phone ding. Well, it doesn't ding audibly. You get a AR ping.
It buzzes.
Yeah, that it's done.
Okay.
That you.
And I think I sort of... Would I, in sort of within that action, would I also have been able to have been sort of like very sort of carefully, like slowly moving things to places where she could grab things and like manipulating the surroundings into something that she would be able to take advantage of to get out?
No, that is definitely a whole other role.
Okay.
Trying to set up a jailbreak.
Yeah. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to break her out myself, but I think I can set things up so she can break herself out.
Okay. Well,
So, could I do that also as finesse?
potentially, but it is 7:30, so we're gonna take a quick break. So please stick around for us to return, and we will be back in a bit.